Now we'll go. Good morning. Hey, Vicky. This is a tired Monday morning. So we're out of town last week for a wedding. Made it back last night. You guys got back a little earlier than we did.
Yeah.
And so Monday, and then we have to, because the power was out Tuesday, and so a lot of things haven't been turned back on, so I have to figure all that out. So happy Monday, man. There's we were just kind of talking this morning right before you came on, looking at the calendar stuff.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm more tired now than from driving all day yesterday.
I know.
Did you guys stop in Lubbock?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
We went to Cracker Barrel.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of a toss up.
We saw Shar and Marvin there, so it was funny.
Were they supposed to be there?
They went to Lubbock.
Did y'all know they were going to be there? Oh, how funny. Just randomly find people in different towns that you're traveling through. Well, we went to Rosa's Tortilla Factory, or Cafe, Rosa's Cafe and Tortilla Factory. So that was good. Fun stuff. Got to see Casey get married. That was way cool. See Grandma and Grandpa. For the first time, great grandma and great grandpa got to meet Obi.
Yeah.
So, and he didn't cry. That was good.
I know.
Obi has the thing with he cries sometimes with guys. So that was pretty cool. They got to finally meet him. And so now we get to hit the ground running. Spencer and Jennifer had the smart idea. They took today off.
Yeah, we should have taken today.
Spencer is Cynthia's brother, so he and his wife, whose daughter got married, they took the day off. Here, I'll move
pretty
a
smart.
little more your way too. So took the day off so that they could rest a little.
Yeah. I mean, we could have taken the day off, but I feel like we still have a lot that goes on. Like tonight is the VBS volunteer training.
Yep. Yeah. So we have a training tonight for VBS. This is just our training here. Tomorrow night is a training in Artesia. So we have our training tonight for our volunteers for VBS. So we'll be getting ready for that. And then tomorrow night, Mom and I'll be heading out. And then come back Wednesday, and then we have Kids Club. After spring break. So they'll all be wild and crazy.
Super crazy.
And we ended up, I got to make sure everybody knows, we only had one person sign up for the men's retreat. So,
so you're going to cancel
the men's retreat. So
that's sad.
Have a little break this weekend. And then this next week is the Easter egg hunt.
Yep.
So Saturday the 4th is even before we get there. So this weekend we'll catch our breath.
Yep.
Next week we'll be getting ready. It's Passion Week. So that's getting ready for Good Friday service, Friday night. Ooh. Saturday, our Easter egg hunt. And this doesn't sound like so many eggs anymore, but 3,000 eggs.
It's a lot of eggs. I feel like it's especially a lot of eggs from, like the 5-year-old or like the...
So a pre-KK.
Pre-KK.
Why I say that. That's babies through pre-K.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so just, I say it too. But when I say pre-K, I mean like all the way down nursery.
Right.
So babies through pre-K have 1,000 eggs they can gather.
And I feel like that's a lot of eggs for them.
That is a lot of eggs.
It's not a lot of eggs when you break it from like 1st through 3rd grade and then 4th and 5th grade. Like that's not really like a ton of eggs.
Yeah.
But it is to us to spread them out.
So 2 or 3 years ago, I forget, 3 years maybe, we discovered the joy of pre-filled eggs.
Yes.
And here's a couple of things about it. First of all, we don't have to stuff the eggs, but that's not even the hardest part of the doing the eggs where you don't have them pre-filled is you have to go out and try to guess how much candy you need for 3,000 eggs.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I know the first year that we bought the pre-filled, we didn't think that one piece of candy was good enough.
So we stuffed them.
We restuffed them. Yeah, and then the second year we realized one candy is plenty.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like typically like the least amount a kid is going to get is 5 or 6.
Oh, I'm thinking 30.
Yeah. But I mean, they're going to get like something. So if it has like one piece of candy, that's like 30 pieces of candy.
So just do the quick math. There's 1,000 eggs. If you had 100, which we don't have that many.
No.
In each category, then 10 at least. But yeah, I guess right. If 50, that would only be 20 per. So
still, I mean, that's still lots of pieces of candy.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you think about it. And then, the Easter Bunny comes on Sunday. So
that's just what they're going to get from us. And they'll tell them what they're going to get.
And a lot of people do multiple Easter egg hunts, not just one. Yeah. Like I know the zoo is doing their annual Easter egg stuff.
Later in the day, maybe?
It's at the same time.
Oh, is it? Okay.
10 seems to be the perfect time.
And normally around here, it's not that big of a... Oh, one thing we didn't mention about the wedding is, and I know it's hot here too, but nothing like having a March wedding and this was in Wichita Falls where the wedding was at 100 degrees outside.
It was pretty warm.
And I was facing the sun the whole time. Poor Casey and Daniel, they're probably going to be cooked just on one side, but yeah. So down there, I could see it might be hot. It's going to be kind of warm, I think. Is it this weekend?
I think it's supposed to be pretty warm.
But record-breaking temperatures this weekend.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like Wednesday, it's supposed to be 77 or 78.
But then it's supposed to rain.
Right.
Is that right? Or is that next week?
So Saturday, it's supposed to be 59.
Oh, okay.
Monday, Tuesday, chances of rain.
It only goes through the first, so that's all I got.
But still, I mean, 59 is pretty good. That's a pretty good warm.
Yeah, that's not bad. As long as it didn't warm up too
much. Tomorrow 73, Wednesday 78, Thursday 77.
Yeah.
And then the lows are only like 47,
until
48.
Friday's the highest 59.
Yeah, and then it drops down to 31.
Yeah, that's just kind of crazy. So, well, they did say that if we'd had it the weekend before, we might have had trouble because it was like really windy. And so anyways, the weather shouldn't be bad.
Nope.
I don't think we're gonna get snow unless something is coming that I don't know about. For the Easter egg hunt. And then Sunday the 5th is Easter Sunday. So we'll celebrate the resurrection on Easter Sunday. And then possibility of some baptism. We have to check and see. And then the 12th, well, the 11th, actually, we're starting our second service. Our Saturday night service starts on the 12th. I'm sorry, on the 11th, that Saturday night, the 11th at 6. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Good thing we kind of get to catch our breath that next week. And then, gosh, so then we're April. I haven't even looked at April much. Although I know we're getting ready for, got some stuff getting ready for Vacation Bible School.
Yep.
And, all the end of the year.
I know the next church-wide fellowship is the 19th.
Yeah, in April. I want to say March, but
it's April already.
19th. Yeah, isn't that nuts? Well, because we already had the March one.
Yeah,
it's April's already here.
April.
Golly. So trying to get everything all up and going and ready, and I don't know if you guys are trying to do this, but trying to switch into the spring mode. So I could probably get rid of put the snow shovel away and the salt away. We get any snow, it probably won't be enough to shovel, maybe.
I think it might last a day, if that.
We'll see. It's not uncommon for us to get snow into May. I mean, I know several Mother's Days where we had a little bit of snow. Who knows? This is such a strange year. Yeah, we're not going to do the
weather
windows.
Isn't as.
We're not going to do that.
Because I remember the first year that we moved up here, like we had to hunt eggs like in almost a foot of snow.
Yeah.
And we've never gotten that much snow on Easter. We've gotten some, but it was always, a couple inches. And
the year where we got all the big snow, I don't remember what Easter was like.
I don't either. But I think we had I think that was like a couple weeks before Easter to kind of melt everything.
Yeah.
So
well, that year of all the big snow, we got like another 11 inches in May around Mother's Day. So that's what we got going and happening, and we got to change banners and do promotion for the Good Friday Easter service, second service on Saturdays.
Believe it or not, we're going to start getting ready for summer camps. Early registration opens the 12th
of April.
For one kids camp.
Okay, in the past they've done it in March, but I guess
no. I looked; it was April.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Kids camp, doing I call it an easy youth mission trip at Civil. So we'll be doing that in June. Yeah. It's a third week of June. All kinds of crazy stuff happening, going on. Then I look around and think of just all the normal stuff
I know.
That's in addition to just like regular church life that we're going to be doing. So April 29th, I think, is the last
kids club.
So that'll be coming up. And then youth a little bit different because we switch youth to Sunday night.
So I think youth goes until May.
Let me see.
I want to say it's around the 10th.
I think. I think you're right.
I think it's May.
Actually,
10th.
We won't have it on the 10th because that's Mother's Day.
Oh, that's right. So then that means the last one.
The 3rd. Isn't that crazy?
So crazy.
I might try to do it the end of the year bash on the 17th.
Okay.
The week after, so that'll be the week that they graduate. Or not. They graduate right before that. It's the day after graduation, but it'll be their last week of school. So may try to do the bowling thing again. I don't know. That actually worked. If you guys haven't, for those of you who are close, Haven't been to the Family Fun Center, bowling alley. I think they've got all the kinks worked out now.
This is good.
Yeah. They do have a little robot that's supposed to deliver the food, but they said that the robot's not really reliable, and so they're not using it yet. But that'll be cool. I'd order food. I'm gonna like order one thing at a time just to see the little robot dude come out
just come back.
Deliver the food. They said the problem they were having is sometimes it'll stop short, and so they don't know, like people don't know if they're supposed to go get it, and sometimes it'll go the wrong lane.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's like when your cousin Michael told me about the automated Domino's delivery pizza car. I'd order a pizza just to get and you'll have to tip, right? So
that's true.
Yeah, order the pizza just to see the automated car come and do all that. Oh, thanks, Jim. Welcome back. You snuck in on me. Well, I'll be here with you Wednesday, Jim. Well, Jim and I will be back on Wednesday. I didn't preach Sunday, so we'll talk about some other stuff. And I'm gonna see. I haven't contacted him yet. If your cousin Michael can jump on with me Friday and talk about his movie,
that'd be fun.
Yeah. Which I just need to do better about promoting in our church because it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's gaining traction.
It is gained a lot of traction.
Yeah, got a lot of promotion on social media anyhow. Well, not just social media, like even on our we have a Vizio smart TV. Do y'all have a Vizio?
No,
okay, it's different.
Yeah.
So, but on the little homepage, it like even popped up with suggested for you.
Right. So if you look, I think if you look on Prime, it tells you like people rated it.
Oh, okay.
And stuff, and it has lots of ratings but what's I think is super neat is when you pull up Prime, like 95% of the time it's like the first thing that like pops up.
Yeah.
And so I know that he wanted it to be in theaters, and that was his ultimate goal, but it has gained a lot more.
I think it may have a better reach online.
Right.
Here's a well, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyhow. Oh well.
Yeah, but it's terrible. Super cool. So if you guys haven't watched it yet, Universe Designs.
It's on Prime. It's on Apple
and
TV,
it's super.
It's on YouTube,
I think it was like
Google.
$3 or $4 to rent.
I don't remember. I just bought it.
Okay, I think it's like it's definitely under $7 for sure
to rent.
Yeah. But it is amazing. It still like brings me to tears every time I watch it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's like really emotional. Did a great job just like leading up to.
I remember what I was going to say. I've seen some of the critiques, and this is from atheists who have watched, or I don't even know if they've watched it, but well, it doesn't really get into the science. Let me tell you, I am reading a book. Stephen Meyer, who's in it, wrote a book, The Return of the God Hypothesis. Somebody's here. The Return of the God Hypothesis. And he gets into the science and yet works really, really hard to make it accessible to the regular people. Michael was so smart. He put just enough science in the movie to get it interesting. But listen, we're talking about quantum physics.
Right.
So if you want to get into the science, you get Stephen Meyer, The Return of the God Hypothesis. And good luck. I'm on chapter 19. I've been reading it with a friend of mine, Jim Bailey. And so, yeah. So we'll see.
But I think, too, one of the things that I liked about Michael's movie is it wasn't meant to fully explain. What it was meant to do was to pique your interest. If that was something that you were interested in, if you wanted more information, like he opened a door for you.
Yeah.
And he basically walked you through the whole process. Like, who is Jesus? Is the Bible accurate? So he walks you through this process, and at the end is where it's like, now you have to decide.
Right.
But it's not like he just said good luck. I mean,
it was so well done. The movement of the movie is just the storyline, I guess you would say, for a movie was just really well done. It takes you on a journey.
Absolutely. Really. And I think at the end, at the credits, like it actually leads you back to the website.
Mm-hmm.
And his website actually has more information. It has more videos. It has other links to websites. So I think in all actuality, like, it wasn't meant to prove the existence of God. It was, if like this is the journey,
Mm-hmm.
here's resources, but ultimately you can question, and that's great, but you have to make a decision.
I would say, and this is maybe a conservative guess, but I would say that Michael probably has about 100 hours of interview.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he spent about 3 hours with each of the people, and not everybody, not all the interviews got in the movie, even like even not all the people that he interviewed got in the movie. So for each person that didn't, that is not in the movie, that that's 3 hours you didn't even get to see. But even from the parts that are in there, you are just seeing little snippets of a 3-hour interview.
Oh yeah.
And so tons and tons and tons more. And what's cool is he's using those to even release to help promote the movie, but he's also using them as resources. So he didn't get into the science. If I'm telling you, and the Return of the God Hypothesis, Stephen Meyer, he's writing it for the everyday person, but he has to get into some of the science, because what he's doing is refuting what some of the scientists like Richard Dawkins, Stephen Hawking, what they have said, their theories, and they're all theories. He has to get a little bit into the science, but it's like at the edge of, if you don't have a PhD in microbiology or cosmology, I mean, quantum numbers we just barely hit in chemistry when I was a senior in high school, and I never got it because they fluctuate. They're not imaginary numbers in the strict sense of an imaginary numbers, like a negative square root. That can't exist. But I'm just going, the people who would say you didn't get into the science, I don't mean this in an arrogant way at all, because I can't understand it. They wouldn't understand the science anyways.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's kind of where like you get a really good glimpse of that in Michael's movie, like especially like when they're talking, because kind of like there's a moment where it's like, oh, that's so cool, but I don't quite understand. But then he, like, just at the point where you're kind of like, might lose some interest, he just like swoops you back in.
Right. So I'll see if he can. I might have to record with him, because of the movie that he made. One of the apologetics companies, if you want to call them that, snatched him up because he's an amazing videographer, cinematographer.
Well, just watching his movie, you're all like, whoa.
Everybody. So anyways, that is Universe Design. I'll see if I can talk with Michael about that more on Friday. Bring him on, and he can tell us kind of how it's doing, and stuff like that. Well, I am going to go ahead and pray, and we're going to jump into this. It's not like a hectically busy week, but I feel like if we don't get a jump on it, it's going to get away from us. It's going to get away from us.
Yeah, it's like, if you miss a day or whenever you come back from vacation, you have like the post vacation hangover where you're trying to like, what do I need to catch up on? Oh, I need to do that. And like just trying to. So today might be a sit down and figure out what we need to do for the rest of the week.
I think that probably, first of all, go get more coffee and then sit down and make a plan. So love you guys. Let me pray for you. We'll send you out into the week. Lord, thank you. God, just that we talk about all the stuff that we're doing, but all this isn't just so that we have stuff to do. It's not about programs. It's not about any of that. It's so that people, that we can help lead people into a life-changing relationship with Jesus. And God, whether it's through amazing movies that have been made, whether it's through Vacation Bible School, or just our normal weekly kids programs, student programs, worship services, Bible studies, God, help us to do it well so that we can lead people into a life-changing relationship with Jesus. For it's in his name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you. And hopefully the bags under my eyes will go away before too long. Love you guys. Have an awesome day.